Generic greetings and welcome to Mashinky. Today's beverage is a nice glass of cranberry juice. So Mashinky is a transport simulation and tycoon game focusing on trains. It's a game I've played several times throughout the years since its very first early access release, and although it is still in development and still in early access, there's been a lot of stuff added since I last played it, so I thought I would get back into the game, and well, this was my first attempt. Oh, what? Yeah, it didn't exactly go that well. I do think suboptimal is the right term on this occasion, so although I would love to show you that game and that save file, it is far too annoying and calamitous. So instead we're going to go to new game, we're going to go for recommended settings for the first game, randomize the seed, well there we go, and turn off the tutorial because the tutorial is basically telling you how to move the camera and place some track, and although there's many things I'm struggling with in the game, moving the camera is not one of them. I've pretty much got that down to a T, so that is fine. Anyway, I have no real objective in this video other than just to play a bit of the game and show you some of it. It's not any tutorial, maybe a tutorial on how not to do things, but either way, let's just see how we get on. So obviously it's a bit old school, and I don't say that in a good or bad way, it just is what it is. Whereas other sort of modern sort of competitors or contemporaries are a bit more streamlined in some senses, this also has some smart things in it. Anyway, we do need to start to transport things. We do have an objective, which is the early steam age, invest 100 wood and 100 coal, but we need to get our money up sooner rather than later. So where's the place where we can, well, I'm just going to pause the game while we work on this. So we can we need a tooling area. Where's the tooling area? There's one there. So there's a toolworks to the left near Swansea. It's all randomly generated, this map, by the way, so if I say we're going to Swansea, to Dover, to Newcastle, you know that this isn't exactly a full representation of real life areas. There's also a sawmill in the centre there, which is good, but the nearest wood is further back over. So since there's only one, oh no, there's another toolworks up here which is even better, so that's the one we will probably use by transporting wood along to there and then that back over. Yeah, okay, I think I've got this down how we want to do it, but let's go ahead and before we build much else, we're going to go over to Newcastle and to the build mode, which obviously changes not only the perspective but the look of this, and we're going to go over to our rail line here, to our station, and we need to place a station around Newcastle. Now the problem is that we've got our toolworks on this side, so I really don't want to go near that. I think what we'll do instead is run a, can I run a track along there? I cannot, because it will delete this, and that's something that I really don't want to do, so I'm guessing it's going to be on this side. The problem with that is you have this catchment area. See this area of effect? So if I have it, say, set up like that, we're not getting much of the town. However, I think I can also now build roads as well, so I don't know if that will alter the game or help it out, but we'll see. So there is one station there. We're going to go back over to rail line and to the station, and then we're going to work our way over to Durham here. And in this instance, what I'll probably end up doing is go to this stamping tool and go for a terminus with double like that and rotate that around. And this is a pre-built set, so we have all of the cross-hatching here with all of the correct signals set up. I fear that signals, nay, I know signals will be my ultimate downfall in this one. Anyway, we're going to run the rail line over to there, and you can see it's actually going to go up and over and then completely demolish part of that, which is something I really don't want to do. I'd rather work our way across, although do we want to do it like that? No, let's just go straight to there and then maybe cut through here. I think that's probably the way forward. Can I just cut through there? No, it's gonna snake around. It really wants to snake around there. Let's alter the land then. So we're gonna go over to, where would it be? That one? No, that's an overlay. Shrubberies? No. Which tool is it that I require? That is the quests. That is demolishing. There we go. That's it. Remove some of this. We're just gonna lower this down a little bit, and I don't know exactly where we'll have the connections, but if we just do a little bit first, then we can decide where we want this to be set up. I think we'll get a rail line down there. Let's go ahead and try it, and yes, indeed we can. So build it up to there. That is now all connected. We will remove this little section there because we don't need it. And that now is a connection between Durham and Newcastle. So that is fine. We now just need a depot. Actually, what we also need is a crossing point because I tend to put those in earlier. So we're going to go for a junction for a single line, and we put that in there, and you can see once again it's automatically placed these signals in so we can have crossings there, so that is fine. And I think we'll also set up a depot. You could place a depot either that way or maybe connecting it like that. I think for now what we'll end up doing is just sort of run it to about there. That should be fine. Alright, let's get some engines. So we want an engine. We've got a 260 Porter, 40 miles an hour. It uses as its fuel money. And it's got this a curious way of running. So you have tokens basically. So you've got your straight up money, then you've got like wood tokens, coal tokens, steel, and you'll use those. You'll have to gather those and transport them and produce them, so you can get better upgrades, better locomotives, and overall just make your network run better. We're going to go for a 260 Porter, and we can see that there. What I really like about the game is just how flexible the stuff is. So we can, you know, the UIs, so you can just go there you go, maximize your screen real estate, because, well, why wouldn't you? Over to wagons, and we've got a Pullman or a coach car. I think we'll go for Pullman. Is a 8 passengers in one. But we'll not go for coach car then. It's a little... Is it more effective? I think we'll go for the Pullman because it's a classic. We'll have 4 of those because why not? And then we'll start it. Now you notice that I've not actually set up any routes at all. Whereas in, say... railroads, exclamation mark, you would need to add your station to one area and then add it to the other, whether you're going to pick up, drop off, etc. In other more modern games like Transport Fever 2, you would set up a line with the line manager and then assign different trains and, well, and indeed aircraft and buses and such to that, other vehicles. This, you can either set it up manually, so I can go over to our... Is it infos? Orders there, so you can set up this station, so add a one, skip one, delete one, load, unload, delete everything, etc. Whereas now you can just press the go button and there you go. It's figured out that yes, we have a rail network from station 1 to station 2, and it knows it's got passenger cars, and this has passengers, so it's going to transport them over there. Back over to this then, and we can see that we have... it's accepting 2 and producing 2. This is the station. I guess what we need to do really is extend this, but I don't think we have enough. Oh no, we do have enough for an extension. This is a waiting room, which is increased capacity, increased loading speed, but the main one is catchment area +2. So I'm going to place that in here, and that's going to get a lot more people in Newcastle. And in fact, it does also like remove the fencing and put it like that. And it's, yeah, I do like that. The thing about the game is it's not like, I wouldn't say it's very high fidelity, but it's got a nice advancement in art that just, it seems everything seems to fit together very, very nicely. Because it's consistent, I think it does have a very good look to it. Here's our loco coming along then, and you can see it chewing along. It doesn't have any passengers in it, which I think makes it a little bit lifeless at times, but I'm hoping that eventually we will see like people and passengers and things like that. You do have goods in the game, but having people wander around would be quite nice. Yeah, you can click on this and go to the ride on, and you can move over to these different areas, which is pretty good. And also there's now a driving mode, so I can press is it U? Yeah, I can press U, and I'm now in the driving mode, so I'm actually accelerating the loco, I'm decelerating it. You can see, oh, there's emergency braking, that's a bit too much. You've got like a target speed on the bottom, and you can also press sort of left and right to switch between the different points and such, and also you press H. Press H. There we go, we get a little whistle as well. Right, we're going to put it back to auto magic, and then we're going to get off that. There's also a walking mode, so I can go over to say this station here, and then press these feet, and then it puts you on the ground, and we now are in the first person mode where we can have a look here. We shouldn't probably walk across this line. Oh yeah, it's all kinds of bad. Oh, that sounds like there's a horse in that building. I'm not going to judge. We'll just walk away from that. And yeah, and we can see all the signals as well. Let's see if these alter once the train comes in. So we're standing away from the edge, as is noted. Oh yeah, you can see the semaphore towers moving around, which is pretty good. There is the train coming in there, and you can actually jump on that as well, so I can say get on board. Nice little details like that I quite like. Anyway, that is going to crack on and do its thing. Let's now work over to probably, we've got a couple more here. We've got Bradford and we've got Dover, so we need to connect those up, and we'll probably have to connect up Newcastle to those as well, but one thing at a time. So I will demolish that road because we can. We have the technology. Oh, hang on. What? Train 1 can't find its path to the next station. Why can it not? I mean... Uh-huh. What? I bet that fixes the problem. Yes. Yes, it does. I'm guessing you have to have 2 lines in and 2 lines out. That's probable. Nah, anyway, like I said, it's something I'm still figuring out. Right, it's working. That's all I really care about. It's weird that it does that, though. Is that because that's a one-way? Ah, that's the way in, and there's only one way in and one way out. Yeah, so it's a loop. Right, fine. So I probably didn't need to use that one. I could have probably done terminus for single and done that way. That would have worked. Anyway, it matters not. You've also got things like these big junctions and stuff with bridges over the top, and I mean cloverleaf stuff. Yeah, that's far too advanced for my player level at this time. Anyway, let's go over to station here. We'll add a station right across. Similar thing over here, so run that across, and then we'll have a connection like so. Right in the middle we will stamp a junction to cross, and then once again go for one of these, rotate that around, place it a little bit further back like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, start that, job done. And that is now those working. The question is, do we want to connect up, say, Newcastle and Bradford? We could do that. We could do that. Let's see just how long it takes me to mess this up. Double track. Double station, rather. That connects up to there. Like so. But this one will come out and up to... Well, actually... We'll go past the forest to about there, and then I want to station this up again, like that. Connect that up, as you can see. And the problem is, actually, there's a little bit of an issue. I'm going to delete those because I want to have, again, a passing point around about the middle. So I'll have the passing point here. I don't think we need them everywhere, but I think having them in is certainly a... Yeah, we think of that way is probably best. I think having them in is just a good idea. Like that. And we'll have to obviously delete bits of that. Might as well delete. Probably should have put that in first, but we'll delete that. That bit there deletes deletes everything that it can, but this one is just for the track, so I prefer to do it that way. Obviously that will connect up to there, that one will connect up to there. We haven't set this one to go into that side, but the other ones, like this for example, will be able to come down and go into there and then work up and around, which I do find can be somewhat problematic. Anyway, we will get in another, this is where it might go all kinds of wrong, another train, and I'm going to set that going. However, I guess we will have to connect this up to there, like that. And is this now going to work? So I've set it going. Let's see if it comes out into there and then works out and around. Let's see what happens. I also fear that I need to place some more signals I guess we could place some signals in, well, for a start there. Yeah, that should be fine. If I place one there, though, that might not work, because it means they'll come along. If there's one there, it'll stop. But if I do that, hopefully that'll work out. Similar thing for there. But then if you over signal, then it can get all kinds of broken. Anyway, let's just see what happens. This is coming out. We'll go to max speed there. I think it's going to go there, and it should go down to Bradford. But let's see if any of that, what I've said, works. And yes, that's exactly what it's doing. So when it works, it works. It just functions as you would want, which is exactly what I'm after. I'm just very concerned that it goes south very, very easily. Anyway, we do need to do this early steam age, so let's start to invest not only some coal, but some sawn planks. So the coal one is the easiest to send because it is literally going from one place to another to do this tool works. However, the timber we'll need to get from probably from there over to that sawmill and then back over. Alright, and then to the tool works. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. Do I want to do that first? I'm not too sure. What I do want to do is get rid of this hill because it's a little bit in the way. Can I possibly flatten terrain? Yes, I can. Just flatten all that terrain, please. Why you no go down? Is it? Ah, because I've got no cash. That is why, because spending that, doing that is quite expensive. Okay, I will max speed out, and let's see here. There's there we go. There's lots of cash coming in there. I had a little pop-up, just a cheeky pop-up to say that we were out of cash and the trains were out to be sold for scrap. But that's fine. That's fine. Everything's still a-okay. You can see the land has been altered, and it was all, you know, covered in dirt and stuff to indicate that. But now that time has gone by, the grass has encroached back on the original position, which is good. And let us... Do I really want to start removing this? I mean, it's going to cost... It's a lot of money, but let's just finish doing this. Once we've done it, it's like, it's done and dealt with. We don't have to worry about it. I mean, we could just go through it, you understand, or up and over it, but... Well, we're doing it this way, and that's just how it is. Anyway, we have delivery of logs that's popped up there. So this is, let me introduce myself. I'm Jack Tamel, LMBR Lumber, or Lumber Deputy Co. Our company plans to invest money. Yeah, anyway, deliver 100 logs to any sawmill, and we gain some cash, which is what we're after. So once again, back over to removing of dirt. We'll remove that, these four corners. No, I just have a little bit. I don't have as much money as I require. You see then the trains are going in there. We could potentially make those trains a little bit longer, but I don't think we need to do that. But there we go, that is now removed. Anyway, back over to the building, which was what I was going to do originally. I will go for... We've got a terminus for double. Do I want a terminus? I don't think I really need a terminus for double. I do need one of those over here, though. And... Can I flip it? I might be, I don't know if I can. Anyway, it's quite simple. We need to have a forest connection here. So there is our station. It will then go over to the sawmill. So we need... how we're going to do this? Stamp. Terminus for double. Not enough tokens. I need more cash. 153 generic units of currency is required. The inn is at the bottom, which is going to cause me all manner of issues. Is there a way I can flip it? You can also create new ones, by the way. Yeah, see, the inn is at the bottom, and I need it to be the other way around. Yeah, I could flip the signals. Could I just do that? That's the same thing. That'd work. That'll do the job quite nicely, I think. Alright. Oh, it's in a straight line as well. Perfect. Right. So, this will spur off this way eventually. So I'm just going to put that in. Let's put a signal in there as well. Because this one will be able to come down to there and wait, and just in case one's in there. Because if it stops there... Actually, no, there's double. So we technically don't need that. I can remove that. There we go. No, hang on. Remove. There we are. So that should be fine. We need a depot, and I'm just going to try and... Yeah, I thought that might occur. That should do the job. That's fine. Alright, this one. Depot 3. Engines. Porter. Wagons. It would be a... Strudinger. 1, 2, 3, 4... Do I want any more? We'll start that. Let's see if that works out. I'm also going to increase the station size. There you go. You see, it's actually come out of there straight into this one, and now it's obviously working back out. So the other stuff will have to come down and then into here. So let us work on that now. Oh, there's all the resources getting taken from that one, which is good. So we need... can I do a stamp again? This is a terminus. I don't particularly want a terminus, but I can always do this on both sides, couldn't I? So maybe that there. Let's see if I can copy the same on the other side. Along to there, and then it's a straight bit of track, then a connection, as close as I can manage, and then I think they'll put automatic signals in. Yeah, that's pretty much what's happened there. Okay, good. And this is obviously extended over to there. But I don't have enough tokens because I'm having to go around Newcastle and through, so that will have to suffice. Yep, that is, I believe, fine. So from this depot, we'll go to engines. Once again, a porter, although that requires 40, and I don't have that. Anyway, once we have that, though, we'll be able to put another loco and build the train going from station 6 down to station 7. It would have been nice if these had... I mean, this is Toolworks near Newcastle. It would be nice if it just said Newcastle Toolworks or something similar to give it a bit more flavour. And then if you place your station next to it, it would say Newcastle Toolworks Station or something other than having to go on that. I mean, you can always rename it. It's not a problem. You can actually rename it, but yeah. It's just a bit more work, isn't it? Anyway, there's loads of logs being put in here, but remember, these logs don't give us money. That's the whole thing with the game, is you're not just transporting goods for profit. You make money by transporting people, and then you use the tokens to then gain different things. So that's just how the game is. But we have got good connections between, what have we got? Durham, Newcastle, Bradford, and Dover. Well, there's also... Is there a Swansea around here? Yeah, there is a Swansea over there, which we could probably double track this and put that in. Put that over there. That might be the way forward, actually. Although, oh yeah, I've got nowhere near enough money. Let's go to max speed. There we are. And what I'm tempted to do actually for for Dover, sorry, is increase the size of this station. Get an extension on it. But a waiting room requires 100, but it would increase the catchment, which I think would be worth it to get more passengers on board. More passengers, more money, more better. Bradford, similar thing. Extensions. You can see you've got waiting room, got a freight station, but these are requiring tokens that we don't have. So we don't have the wood, we don't have the coal. You go down and it's like steel, and I don't even know what that one is. It looks like building blocks. Yeah, like concrete blocks. So there's that in there. And let's go for a waiting room, and we can place a waiting room. You can terminate it like there. Oh no, station is too large. Really? That's a problem. I thought you'd be able to place that. Station is too large. Wow, okay. I can place it on this side. Doesn't even matter where the waiting room is, as long as we have a waiting room. There you go. Place that there. Just delete some farmers' crops. That's going to increase the catchment. Anyway, that should now be all working. Let's go to the depot, engines, porter, and then we want... It's the Ronghoffer, which carries 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4. should be sufficient, and then start that. And once again, it will come out of this depot and then in. However, it may only leave this once the train here has come in, because it's looking to the next signal. So it says, right, we can't go this side. There's a train coming along here because this is currently full. As soon as that goes in, this should now leave. And it sounds like what I've said actually has worked. So whether that be because of randomness or not, but either way, it is getting built and it's coming out. This one will unload, it'll flip, and then stand there where the other one will come in and go into here. And we can probably see these signals indicating that, yes. So we can't go in there, and if we spin it round, yet you can't leave. This one, however, is saying, yes, you can go in, but you can't leave because this is there. So that's pretty good. We could slightly increase the efficiency of this by, say, putting that in here, so it would come out and stand there. But the thing with depots is they're magic beasts, they're magic buildings. So when things come out, they just go inside the depot and that's it, and then they can quickly turn around and come out. So I like to use them like that. Probably not the way to do it, but there you are. Anyway, this one is going to leave. The problem now is that this will not be able to come out here because this is technically full. Is that correct? I think... Can it go over to there? Yeah, that's green. So is that going to go green? No, it's red. What I'll do then is fix the issue by putting that in here. And that means that we can see this is now in green to indicate where it is. There's only one on that line. It's occupied, so there's only one on that line, so it doesn't matter. If there was two trains, that could cause all manner of issues. You can get them basically where they go sort of bumper to bumper facing each other. So yeah, anyway, delivery of logs we've done. We can collect our 100 generic units of currency. We also have delivery of timber, which we are working on, and let's continue on with that. Oh, subsidy as well. We gain 25 if we get another train. Fair enough. We've got a depot there, we've got a depot in there, and a waiting room there and a waiting room there. Right, good. Let's go ahead and add in a more station over here. We'll put in a line to there, followed by signal and then signal, and then from this one we will come out and round, and this is going to come over to Swansea, so I'll probably bring it to there for now, and then obviously the station will be I'll actually use a stamped one. It's the terminus for single, and rotate that around. It can go into there, and then that will obviously connect up. And oh, not enough tokens, sadly, because we're deleting some stuff. It's taking a bit extra time there, but it's no problem. We'll connect that up and get that put in, and then we'll have even more stuff going from these places. Obviously that then sort of opens up the thought of really connecting Bradford straight to Swansea across here, and that's not a bad idea, I don't think. We'll have to see. Certainly want to put that on there. This one's already got one, and yeah, no tokens for operating there. Oh, we now have a token, and this is the timber, the sawn plank token. There you go. It is getting delivered. We'll have a closer look at those. Got like these boxes here. Is that where a person would be inside to operate the brakes? This is Era 1 out of... I think there's 7 planned, but I think there might only be 6 in the game. But I don't really know at this stage, to be honest. Anyway, back over to this. Let's connect that up. That is now all fine. Engines, one of those. And we can collect our reward of 25 logs. And the wagons, well, we need 4 of them, don't we? So, I'll get one. That's all we can afford at the moment. I'll come back over to that in a moment. I could have a little loop around there, but that starts to get... yeah, it starts to get problematic when you do that. So far, though, everything seems to be progressing on as as required, and also as intended. Another Pullman there. 2 more Pullman, start that. And this should leave this depot. It should go into the southern part here. No, it's not. Right, so it's not operating as I wanted it to. So it's instead going to go from Bradford to Dover, I think. So we're going to actually say go to depot now. I want it to go back to the depot. I don't want it to be operating like it is. It's obviously figured out that this is the closest one, but it's thought I want to do it differently. That's going to have to go in here, which it is, and then it's going to go back to the depot. I don't need to send it back to the depot. I just didn't want any calamitous event to occur. There we are. It should pass now that that one's passed that signal, which it has, and into the depot. So its orders will be to go to station number 3, and then it will go to station number 8. And I don't know if I have to... Let's wait until fully loaded and unload. Yeah, I don't think you need to do that. I think it will work based on where it has to go. This one will come down, go into the southern part of this, which it has, and then it should load up on passengers. Shall we see if any of that happens? It has not loaded any passengers, but there may not be any passengers wanting to go to Swansea. Insert joke about Swansea here. So is that going to go there? It is going to go there. And will it do passengers? It is loading passengers, and they are now going to go. Yes, that is working as intended, I believe. Now, okay, happy with that. Yeah, that's pretty much getting sorted. Yeah. Brilliant. Good. Happy. Right, back over to here, which is delivery load of coal. We've also got deforestation near Swansea. Contact you and your company because I need help. I own a forest that was badly hit by the recent storm. Lots of trees were knocked down. Negotiated with a few sawmills to sell all these logs quickly. Transport 1,000 logs from the forest near Swansea, and we will gain 300,000 generic units of currency. Well, I can probably do that because over at this sawmill here, we could make that work. The problem is then how do we get it over to... Oh, there's a toolworks back there. Oh, well, let's do that. That should be quite an easy task then. So we're going to go for, once again, railways. Actually, I'll do the stamping. I don't think we really need a terminus, do we? No, we really don't. Let's just build it manually. So from this forest, we'll build just along the edge there because it takes the full thing. We'll go for a terminus for single, rotate that round, place it in there. We'll then obviously connect up this like so, and I want to then be able to get it over to this toolworks, which will require a, once again, terminus for single, I believe, which I'll place in here. Where's the nearest coal? Nearest coal is up there, actually. And there's one there. Anyway, that's a future us problem. Current us is focusing on just getting this connected up as good as we can. This one's then going to come down and then to there. Bit dangerous. There should only be one train running along that, and then obviously it's based on this. Don't know if any of that is set up correctly, but that's what we've done. There's no passing because I don't intend to have any other trains on that. Although, that is intent, not for sure. Let me just place that in. That should be fine. So engines, it is the... We can actually use the Baldwin now, which is a little bit faster. What is it? It's 47 miles an hour. It has a 224-ton pulling power. So, probably go for that. It does, however, use 2 generic units of currency for fuel rather than 1, so it costs more. Let's just stick with the porter, and then 4 of those. Back over to engines. I will be doing another porter, and then the Ronghoff, I think, and that should take the planks there. So, sorted. Right, we are still... So that's a deforestation. We have deliveries of timber on the way. We have this early steam age where I can start to invest. I can invest 100 of that, but we need to carry the coal. So the closest coal is here, so fairly simple building. Although I don't know if we have all of the cash for it, but it's going to come to there. And that's as far as it needs to go. Then from here, it's literally into there. Obviously, cash, though, is not forthcoming. Max speed. No operating tokens for trains. Yeah, I know, but once we get some passenger cars, we should be okay. Unless they're going to stop. That's working as intended. Yeah, that's fine. So that gets connected up, and this is where it may go south. Yeah. So, I want a train that's a porter, and we've got, let me just pause it for a second. We've got either a Talbot or a Linz, whereas a Talbot is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that over? Is that overloaded? It might be overloaded. I think we're close to the max. Now I'm going to start that, but the problem here is that this train has to come out here into there, or one of the two, and then back out and down and through that, and it's all going to be based on timing. So let's see if I've got it in the right order. It should come along and go into here. This one will continue on, which is exactly what's happened. It then will have this come out and stop there. Yeah. This one will continue along until it gets into one of these. The other one that will then leave. Is it going to do that? Oh, it will once this is driven in. Then that one will leave. It will then pass here, and then it will never see the light of day over this area again, unless I have to go back over to upgrade it. But at least, once again, it's worked as we thought it might. Good. This one then. Engines. Porter. Wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start that. Let it go. Excellent. Also, I can, I believe, do now the invest the wood, which is exactly what I've done. We now need to invest coal. There's a coal mine here, and to be honest, I might as well just bring it to this. Building then. From here. There's also the forest there. I think we'll have the station on this side. And, oh, if I was a bit smarter, what I could do is delete those two and have the station connect up to that forest. So it's not only connected up to the coal mine, it's connected up to the forest. I think. Let's see if any of that is true. I don't know why it's going over like that. See, that's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Oh, it's having to delete sections, you see. I really don't want it crossing there, but I can have it like that. And then those get set up. Yes, correct. And I now need another coal train. Oh, do I really want to build it here to come all the way over to this side? No, I don't. I think I'm just going to build another... maybe. Do we risk it? Do I risk... Oh, I think we can try it. Right. How many did I have last time? Was it 5 or 6? We will go for... Actually, I think there is a quick way of finding out. Where is it? Replace. And then trains. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is something that is new to me and something I really haven't got down. You can go to replace and say add the porter. And so you want to say that one there, and I want to replace it with the Baldwin. That adds this to the list. You can also say change wagons for the similar thing. So all of these, say Pullmans, can then go to coach cars, and I'll add that in the list as well. And this is all of the options for it. So you can either apply to all, but it won't just instantly just teleport all the cars and then make them good, it'll have to send them back to a depot, get them fixed, and then put them back out, or you can do them manually along there. So it seems to be a very powerful thing. I just haven't used it to its full effect, because like I say, I'm still figuring that bit out. Let's add another so 5, I believe it was, or was it 6? Double check again. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's fine. We're still on, quite frankly, not enough cash. Wagons, there you go, and then send it. So it's going to have to come out, go into one of these, do a UE. Oh, there's delivery of timber. Deliver 200 timber to any coal works, so we've gained some coal money. This is going to stop there for this one to come past. Oh, right. This is going to break. Oh, no. It's figured it out. That one goes in. This one comes out, and then that one goes in. Yeah. I think a lot of the problems I had in my previous games, certainly that last one at that I showed at the start of the episode, was because I'd simply overdone the signals. You can do I think you've got this automatic signal, auto signal type will decide on where to use the symbol blocks. Yeah, that's what I want. And then there's auto signal placement, multiple one-way block signals, number of them. And yeah, I've never used it. I've never used this automatic one. I have a feeling that it would just completely break for me. But maybe it's really powerful. Maybe it works that way. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we have these working okay. We have, I think, all of the connections that is possible for the most part. Let's get another train in then. Let's go from here all the way along. Sadly, it's not in a straight line. I would love it for being a straight line, but it is not. So I'm going to connect that up and connect that up. I will pause the game before this thing decides to go that way, because it's probably going to do that. We'll have automatic in there and there, and there and there. I think that's correct. And we just need another... I'm going to do this from that one, is it? Is that the best way of doing it? Yeah, it's not the best way, it's just the way we're going to do it. Porter, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will set up orders to go to there, and then to there, and then click start, and see if any of that completely and utterly breaks the rest of this. So let's see. It shouldn't. That one should go into there. This one's going to come and stop because I've set up that section. That one will continue on. This one will stop there, yeah, and completely block everything in. But that one will go there. Oh, yeah, we've got a problem. Please stop there. It should stop there. It's not. Oh, no, it can pass that point. There you go. It's worked. Good. Happy. Right. There's our delivery of coal. Collect some extra coal, which I've now done. And we're on 97 coal, which means we are very close to being... Well, we're on the cusp of the next era, which is... This is early Steam Age 1. There's the investment, and there we are, Steam Age 2. We now have more technology. So if we pause it, we can see that we've now got these iron ore mines which produce iron ore. And those, once again, need to be transported to... Where is the iron ore? If I click on that... no. Other way around. Is there like a steel mill of some kind? I don't know if those just need to be transported over to there. It says... No, it does say steel. Or iron. Bars. So, where are we at? Foundry. Where's our nearest foundry? Ah, there's a foundry. Right, it was hiding in plain sight. There's a foundry. And there'll be a couple of other foundries. All the foundries are right down south here. And there's Lincoln, which apparently is one house. So we've got foundries down the bottom, which take in iron ore and coal to produce coal tokens as well as some, well, what would that be? Iron bar, which then need to be brought over to this toolworks. We also now have, you may notice, mail, which is now being taken from these areas, but not all towns want it. So, for example, there's post here, so we'll have to start to transport post from one place to another. But we are going to leave it there. That's a little bit of Mashinky. As I said, this was mainly just me trying to get back into the game, and quite frankly, I've got a lot further and a lot faster in this game than my last one, and certainly has been better progression. Let me just place a waiting room in there, and we can do a similar thing. We've already got one over there. We should already have one there. Yeah, that's fine. So just putting one in Swansea. Anyway, that, as I said, is a bit Mashinky. I'm very glad to have got this far and things haven't fallen apart, broken. We haven't had any collisions, anything stuck, or any major disappointments or breakdowns, etc. So happy with that. If you would like to see more of Mashinky, by all means let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions, tips, etc., then they are very gratefully received. Looking forward to getting back into the game a bit further and maybe progressing on to different eras. There's also, as I said, lots of extras that I've not played around with, and certainly you can drive the trains manually, although the last time I did that, well, there was a lot more extra fire that got out of the firebox, and it was strewn all over the ground because basically two locomotives collided, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.